And for all of y'all that are here, अगर like नहीं किया है, subscribe नहीं किया है, now is a great time. It's free. आपको बिल्कुल भी 1 सेकंड से ज़्यादा नहीं लगेगा. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Person called Yug.
Very,
And
very familiar name.
oh, very familiar name. Okay, so he has asked how many players were in the trials and what do we expect the roster to be? At least for second part, to usne, I think we've sufficiently answered. How many players were in the open tryouts?
When we put our form out, we had almost 500 players that initially filled it up on the first day itself. By the end of it, I think right now the form is sitting at just under 1,000. Many of which who did not fill that criteria, who were not eligible because they did not fill all the criteria that we had. From the ones that were eligible were about 300 or 400. जिसमें से I would say about half of them were from our region, the remaining half were from outside Pacific, and then the filtration process began, and then Vatsal can tell you the rest.
We had to filter with specific role कि भाई ये बंदा है, इसका ये criteria है, he has played in tier 2 region, locally, domestically क्या खेला है, क्या stats है उस region के. We came down to final 90 players from Asia Pacific. These are the open tryouts जो 90 players खेले हैं individually, जिनके stats recorded है, wards है. From 90 we have shortlisted to 60, 60 to 30, 30 to 20 and 20 to 10.
And ये सब हुआ by just virtue of watching them play. Multiple rounds, multiple games.
Them play because we're hiring them to play. After that, we had a close tryouts where all the people from open move forward, and then there were players that were already in tier 1 or were competing somewhere who we invited, who we felt would be the right fit for our team, or we felt deserved the opportunity. We invited them, and that also included our existing players who were signed to us. So those people came in and close tryouts. So close tryouts was another 25-30 people that came in.
You can visibly see the difference between open tryout and closed tryout. तो obviously होना ही था. वहां से एक सेंटिनल दूसरा सेंटिनल की टीम से कैसे क्या मैचअप है.
Then head-to-head started.
Head-to-head started.
It's like, hey, if these are for each role, example, if these are the two best sentinels that we had at each role, they would be in opposing teams and we'd see how they performed against each other.
Right. And same for duelist, same for IGL, same for flex player, same for controller player or initiator.
And we kept rotating players, moving them from one team to another team. If one team became too overpowered, we moved them. Sometimes we intentionally made a weaker team and saw how players or IGLs or duelists perform on a weaker team and see whether they get tilted, how they perform, how they communicate with the rest of their team.
They try to simulate every possible situation, put you on a strong team. How do you react when you're absolutely destroying the opponent? How do you react when you're absolutely getting destroyed?
Abhi we had Pacific trials and we had EMEA trials, right? हमने सबको 30 मिनट पहले का, जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल अगर 11:30 आना था तो हमने प्लेयर लोगों को बोला था कम इन डिस्कॉर्ड बाय 11 o'clock एंड स्टार्ट हियर, all the 5 individuals in both the A team और B team needs to come in Discord and वहाँ बैठ के बात करो क्या सीन है. Pacific वाले आते थे, बात करते थे, मस्ती वस्ती करते थे और फिर स्क्रिम में we used to start, give the lobby code and we used to start the matches and observe. See the difference between Pacific and EMEA. EMEA वाले whoever, तो हमने जब लिस्ट देते थे ना हम उसमें ऑलरेडी स्टार टैग कर देते कि जिसके नाम के ऊपर स्टार है वो IGL होने वाला है.
Yeah, so players were told कौन IGL करेगा, कौन क्या रोल खेलने वाला है, वो हमने उनको ऑलरेडी बता के रखा था पहले.
एक दिन पहले बता दिए थे रोल्स और मैप्स और IGL कौन है. अभी क्या हुआ ना, जब EMEA ट्रायल से तो जो भी IGL था ना 30-45 मिनट्स पहले ऑलरेडी डिस्कॉर्ड पे पिंग करता था, सबको बिठाया डिस्कॉर्ड में, वैलो प्लांट में ले जाके ड्रिल्स चल रहे कि ऐसे एग्जीक्यूट करेंगे, ये करेंगे. यू सी दैट लीडरशिप
No one told them to do that.
Exactly, that was extra.
He didn't say. In Pacific मस्ती चल रही है, जब तक लॉबी कोड नहीं दिया जा रहा मस्ती चल रही है, बातें चल रही है. अभी उन्होंने भी देखा ना कि सामने वाले EMEA, so next day
immediately उन्होंने, because they saw that hey, this is what was happening in EMEA, they learned, they immediately saw that oh वो वहाँ चल रहे, हम लोग अभी मस्ती नहीं, हम लोग भी ये करते. अगले दिन उन्होंने भी किया.
तो ये हमारे लिए भी रहा कि okay, this is a sign of good leadership.
वो बोलते हैं ना लाइब्रेरी में जब बैठोगे खुद पढ़ाई करना शुरू कर दे because you see everyone else around you studying. It's that kind of environment that matters.
And the vibe of the tryout changed so much from start to end. Like, this is something that even I noticed and I saw it evolve so much. Like, open tryouts में अगर हम 11:30 को मैच स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं, 11 बजे उनको आने बोलते हैं, कोई लोग ऐसे रहेंगे जो 11:15, 11:20 तक आ जाएंगे, या फिर डिस्कॉर्ड में आके बस बैठेंगे, म्यूट करके चुप होके बैठ जाएंगे, फिर एक बार लॉबी कोड आया तो अपना मुंह खोलेंगे कि हाँ चलो अभी खेलने का वक्त आ गया है. A lot of these players were from South Asia as well.
who actually
Initiate it.
cares enough about winning. I think
Exactly.
that's
Yeah.
also very important. Like some people are just there. Sometimes just showing up is not enough because
Yeah.
everyone's showing up. You have 90 people that are competing for that same spot. Just showing up is not what makes you
Correct.
stand out. What makes you better? These are already 90 that have been filtered down from probably the 90,000 that want to or say they want to. Right.
Yeah.
So when you keep filtering it down, what is going to make you that one person that gets that spot on the team? You
Yeah.
have to outwork everyone else. You have to outsmart everyone else. You have to out aim everyone else. At every level, you have to be better. You can't be content. You can't be relaxed. You can't just be like, ठीक है, देख लेंगे हो जाएगा, नहीं होगा.
All right.
Okay, let's go to the next question, and let's
Next.
try to keep the answers a little shorter.
Yeah, and I
What is
forgot
the
we're in the
question?
Twitter AMA section and ये
Yeah, yeah,
थोड़ा ज़्यादा लंबा discussion हो
हाँ.
गया about what the trials. Who were the Indian players that went up until the last round? Should I
I don't
say
know if we
names?
should say. I don't. Yeah, let's not name names. I think a lot of people know because they were talking. Many of the players are being stalked on their profiles, and their
Yeah.
screenshots are being shared on Twitter and Discord and everywhere. So I'm sure you can figure that out. You don't need us to tell you that.
तीन नाम
Not
मैं बोल देता हूँ, टेक्नो, डीएम, गोलू.